Hello, fearless listeners. Today we have the holy grail of haunted houses, the Conjuring House. The Conjuring House is a real-life 18th century farmhouse in Rhode Island, where 7 children have died over the years. The Conjuring House's storied past spans 8 generations, during which residents allegedly died by drowning, murder, suicide, and hanging. Most notable was the Perron family, who moved into the house in the 1970s and almost immediately reported strange, inexplicable events, like the broom moving from place to place or disappearing altogether. Remember that, because you're about to hear a spirit medium who has no knowledge of the actual house history do a walkthrough and make reference to the broom almost immediately. Things soon escalated for the Perron family to become so bad that famed paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren were brought in, which is dramatized, and frankly not always factually, in the Conjuring movie franchise. What is factual is some strange, haunting events have happened in that house. In an article that ran in allthat'sinteresting.com, Andrea Perron, one of the 5 Perron children who lived through the actual events, was quoted as saying, "The Conjuring House is magical. It's a portal, cleverly disguised as a farmhouse. It's multiple dimensions, interacting simultaneously." In June of 2019, the house was bought by Corey and Jennifer Heinzen, who have since documented several instances of paranormal activity. Through friends, I was invited to join a group to check out the house, during the day, fortunately. Although the owners weren't present, we were met by family friend John Huntington, who is an EVP specialist, paranormal investigator, and part-time caretaker for the property. Also in our group was an aforementioned spirit medium named Luis Escalera. Luis typically shuns publicity in interviews, but he graciously allowed me to shadow him during the walkthrough, and he even let me record him as he talked with the caretaker after the walkthrough was complete. I also want to offer special thanks to Marian Luama and Mimi and Ken Watson, who you've heard on prior podcast episodes on the S.K. Pierce House. And hopefully I'll get to connect with Corey and Jen Heinzen later this summer. And now, here's the first of 2 episodes. The first one is the walkthrough, and the second one, which will be released soon, is the reveal. Enjoy.
In a world where nothing is known, nothing is certain, reality is not real. Wake up! Be afraid of nothing. I'm Bob Heskey. Robert.
The host with the ghost.
This is my podcast, based on my paranormal documentary, Afraid of Nothing. Each episode, we talk to people who see life and the afterlife through a different lens. Join me.
Who is this large man? And what's he doing in our bedroom?
As we lift the veil and open our minds to see beyond our eyes lie. This is Afraid of Nothing.
Okay, so now here's that clip where I mentioned before about Luis walking in and talking about sweeping. I thought I'd start with this, and then we'll introduce Luis and get into the walkthrough.
I'm getting someone... There's a lot going on here. Hold on. Because for some reason... I'm getting... Someone cleans? Do you hear... like someone picking up stuff or cleaning or sweeping? Because they're showing me that broom. Yeah. And it's
I have before, yeah.
like this, like old-fashioned broom. It's harder than this, but like that. And this spirit is I don't even know she thinks that she's dead. I don't even think that she knows she's dead. And I just get her sweeping and cleaning. But also, I get children.
Okay, now that's pretty uncanny because originally I wasn't even going to include that clip because there's so much other good stuff. And then I went back and read an article and it mentioned a broom being moved about, noticed by the Perron family, some of the early stuff, where brooms were moved about or totally disappearing. And that was one of the first things that he picked up was someone sweeping. And, man, that was just the start of it. So you'll hear Luis introduce himself now, and then we'll play clips of the walkthrough. And then in episode 2, you'll have to come back. We're going to share the reveal where Luis interviews John Huntington, the caretaker, about what he picked up on and what was right, and which most of it was, and what other people have also discovered.
Okay, hi, I'm Luis Escalera, and I'm a spirit medium. And the reason why I call myself a spirit medium is because I talk to spirits. They come to me. I'm not a psychic medium because I'm not a psychic. I don't believe that spirit will ever tell you your future. They will just come either guide you or advise you, but they will never tell you your future. And I'm not a fortune teller, so that's why I call myself a spirit medium.
All right, so we started downstairs, and after Luis talked about the broom, which you've already heard, we walked around the downstairs area, the main kind of area by the library and the dining room, and just a lot of the activity was. Just to set this up, there's Luis walking around with John Huntington, the caretaker. Also trailing is myself with a microphone, trying not to breathe too heavy, as well as Ken Watson, who has headsets on and is listening to a spirit box to see what he can pick up, and his wife, Mimi, who is also a medium and a witch, and was picking up stuff too.
See, this land has so much history that you just get a lot of spirits wanting to come in, and at day the energy is so much different. At the day it's like a friendlier or more peaceful. You really don't get nothing really at day. It's at night that everything comes, that you start hearing things or feeling things. Sometimes you could even hear voices. I'm getting soldiers, a lot of bloodland. That means there was a war here, and a lot of people died. Some people even got buried here. That's what they're telling me, what I'm picking up. I'm also getting Native Indians here, and I'm going way back. But the land is more haunted than the actual house. Maybe that's why the house is haunted, because of the land that it is. And I'm getting a shadow figure. It could even be demonic. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. And when I was outside, I was picking up that this energy could also influence you to suicide or to kill yourself or stuff like that. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's why, I don't know why, but I'm getting that some people kill themselves here, and it's like that energy influenced that. It could even influence you to do other things to other people. Was there a woman here mentally crazy? Because I'm also picking that, and that has a lot to do with the energy. I made her do stuff, crazy stuff.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. You see, that is that energy. Maybe that energy hasn't really... Hold on. It's funny because I think a lot of people confuse that energy with someone else. You understand what I'm saying? And they confuse that energy thinking it was someone else, but it's not. It's someone totally different. And since people confuse it to that identity, it played off on it.
Okay, so those of you familiar with the Conjuring movie may recall the main spirit in that was called Bathsheba, which was an evil old entity that butted heads with the mother of the parents. And I think she actually possessed her in the film. I'm sorry if I don't remember that correctly. Actually, there was a Bathsheba Sherman that lived on the premises or near the house in the 1800s, and she was alleged to be a witch and to have practiced witchcraft and even alleged to have killed a child in a satanic ritual. So what I got out of Lewis's interpretation was there's an old woman that died on the premises, and she's being mistaken for Bathsheba, but it really isn't her. It could be somebody else. For example, I think there was a prior inhabitant that went a little crazy, was an older woman, and she might have even tormented her husband, if I recall correctly. But my take was that Luis was saying that this entity is not Bathsheba, but she's being mistaken for her, and that kind of suits her, and she plays off of it. But that was just my interpretation listening to this.
I'm picking up on the old man. There's an old man, and that either he died here or got sick here, real sick. He's and for some reason I'm picking up this person's suffering. Maybe he got tortured or something. I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up on this old man. He got treated badly. There's also an old woman here. She's kind of sweet, but protective. She's pointing to me to the barn over there. She's saying it happened there. It happened at the barn. Do you understand what she means?
Yeah.
Okay. She's saying it happened at the barn. And the old man, for some reason, I'm just seeing him sitting down. You know, he's just sitting down. I don't know if it's a rocking chair or just a regular chair, but he's sitting down and he's just staring to the distance. That's what he's showing me. Like he was so, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Either he was out of it, or he was just totally depressed or something. But it's like he was getting tortured. Do you understand?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Oh, okay. Because it's like he's saying, huh?
Somebody just said thank you.
You're
I don't know
welcome.
what you're talking about.
You're welcome. That's him confirming his story. Yeah, it was like there's nothing he could have done about it. I guess he was either too sick to protect himself or something like that. Do you understand where that's coming from? Okay. I'm getting, there's a boy here, a kid, and I don't want to really accept that because I cannot believe that a kid would actually do that to himself. I don't want to accept that he killed himself. But it's like, because I'm seeing him with the old lady, you know, and it's like, I hope that it's an accident and not suicide. You understand? Because I refuse to believe that a child could do that. And if the child did that, then like I said, that shadow, that thing, it was a very influence on that part. Look at me, I'm shaking. It's because of all that energy here. I'm seeing babies. Someone's holding a baby. But I see a couple of, like, I would say, maybe but different ages, but not older than 3. And someone's telling me they didn't do it. So I just heard a woman say, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. Do you understand that?
I think so, yeah.
You think, because that's what I'm picking up, it wasn't me, I can do it. Someone's telling me to go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
Hello, listeners. I want to play a game. But first, a disturbing interruption to our podcast.
Whoa, you must be the new roommate. What's your name?
Annabelle,
Hi, Annabelle. What are you doing on my Allswell mattress?
I need to possess it.
Yeah, hey, look, I get it. Allswell mattresses are the best. Its hybrid mattress technology gives you the comfort of memory foam with the support of individually wrapped coils, all at a really great price.
All's well.
Yeah, you got it. You can even try it for 100 nights, risk-free. And if you're not satisfied with the sleep that you're getting, simply ship it back. Plus, every Allswell mattress comes with a 10-year limited warranty. So if you ever have any problems, you don't have to worry about being stuck in bed hell. There's only one problem. You need to get your own. Oh, and you get free shipping on your first Allswell mattress simply by following the link in the show notes. It helps support the podcast.
Never be afraid of a good night's sleep.
All's well.
And now, back to our horrific program.
Okay, so now we're going to pick up where we went upstairs. There's these you can go upstairs through two different kind of narrow, kind of little steep staircases, and there are 3 bedrooms up there. And the ceilings are very short, like I'm a little bit over 6 feet, and I'm hitting my head on it. The middle bedroom is where the most evil activity is. For example, when Lewis talks about a shadow figure, that's where that creature hangs out, which is ironically where Corey and Jennifer Heinzen, that's their master bedroom. And there, on either side of that are, I guess you could say, 2 children's rooms. And there's also between the master bedroom and a side bedroom, kind of a little alleyway. You see a kind of a little small entry where there's a brick wall, and that's where Lewis picked up. You could kind of walk in that space. It's just a weird space, and he picked up something about what that was. So take a listen.
They used to watch and try to strangle or be on someone in here. To make it stop breathing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know where that's coming from? I'm asking because you could confirm it.
Yeah.
If you know, like choking or stop breathing, like they wanted her dead or out.
Right.
But it's not who you think it is. In between this room, energy used to flow between these 2 rooms, and I'm getting playfulness at first. You know, like kids or something playing. Like it was friendly. It was friendly, but at night it was something different. Are those closets?
Yes.
I'm getting kids hiding in the closet.
Huh.
You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Were these 2 rooms for kids?
Yeah.
Are these right here? It's like are these like closet also?
Yeah, you can open it up.
Oh, I could.
There's a bunch of nails in there, so I don't know if you want to walk.
No, I'm not going in. Okay, so something in here. Like I don't know, for some reason something's hidden in there. I don't know. In the old days, they hit someone here, but there's an energy hidden there, like hiding from something that he's afraid of in there. I don't know, it has to do... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Before the barn, what was this? Because, was this like... how can I put this? He's not hiding. He's like jailed or something. But this, I just got before the barn. Do you know what this was?
Not sure.
He has nothing to do with the barn. It has nothing to do with the barn. It has nothing to do with the barn. It has to do with the land. And yeah, because he's not seeing the barn. I'm not seeing him look at the barn. It's like, I don't know if yes, it's totally different. Did they used to bury people alive before? Do you know?
I don't know.
Or stoned or something like that?
Could have happened.
You know the history of what they did here before the barn?
No.
You're saying that was the original barn? I'm getting a different on that side.
That was the original barn where you first came in.
Oh, okay.
This place here.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how long that's been there.
Oh, okay. But was this house cut off Was it bigger and then they cut it off?
I think they added on to it as far as I know.
Oh, you think they added on to it?
It's like a window. See how that window's?
Yeah.
I think that's where they added on to it.
Okay, so that's the barn. But is there another little house or something that is not the barn and then it got torn down? Do you know?
There was a foundation out back.
Oh, okay.
An older one. But
Okay.
we can't find it. Like we've looked everywhere for it.
Okay.
It's
okay.
out there.
Okay, so I know in the movie they play the game of hide and seek, but I'm getting a boy playing hide and seek with the kids. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a friend. I think it's the one that is sad if it's true that killed himself. He's around 7.
Yeah.
6. That's why I cannot believe that kid killed himself. But
can I tell you something about it, or
no, don't tell me. But that's what I'm picking up.
You can tell me in the podcast.
He's doing really well. So, you know.
I'm thinking something hiding there.
Hiding?
Yeah. Is there a portal in there? There's a portal in here. And that's how they go and come through. There's a portal in there. I just picture a black shadow on top of that someone. And then when someone opens their eyes, they see a lady, but it's not a lady. It's a shadow. Do you understand that? It's like it makes you do things or see things or something. It manipulates you. Where do you sleep?
Depends on who's here. If somebody else is in the house with me, I'll sleep in that first bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Or if nobody's here, I usually sleep in where you first come in. I'll sleep in the loft up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't sleep here.
Okay, so that was upstairs. I edited that down a bit. We then went down to the basement. And you could tell, in that last sequence, he's been nodding and saying a lot from downstairs and upstairs. He wanted to share some information, but Luis said, no, wait until the reveal. So remember, we're going to do the reveal where Luis talks to John in the second follow-up episode, which I'll release after this one. But for now, join us as we go down to the basement.
Oh, my Lord. That skeleton just scared the crap out of me.
Well, he's just napping.
Because someone just told me bodies in the walls, and then I looked.
Put him down here. That's funny.
Yeah, someone just said bodies in the walls as I'm going through here, and I just see that skeleton, so I'm gone.
Okay, so to set that up, Luis, when he first went down to the basement, turned a corner and saw some plastic skeleton bodies, I think, in a chair, and that's where it freaked him out. I wonder about this right here. There's always, usually rooms like this or some type of thing.
Is there a well here?
Yeah, right there. It's open, so don't fall down it.
He signed releases.
Somebody dropped their voice recorder in there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's cold. Someone just said hellhole. I don't know what they're saying about that, but there's something hiding here. No, there's something hiding here. I'm trying to figure out. Like, it doesn't want to get picked up. It doesn't want to show itself or get picked up. But there's someone hiding here. I don't know if it's a child or a man, but it's male, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't want to be seen. But there is bodies buried here because I'm getting bodies on the wall. And if you see this, it's just dirt on that side. It's the history. Every haunting in this place has to do with the land. It's all together because it's weird, but it goes all the way back. It's like the native cursed it because of the blood. Their blood is here. So this land is cursed. There is a man here. That I could tell you. But I think it doesn't want to talk to me. But there is a man here. And it's a different energy. Yeah, there's another portal here. I'm seeing energies coming in and out. So this place has 2 portals, but there is a man here. And he doesn't want to connect and talk.
Maybe that's a young
Is a boy down here?
Yeah, there's 2, a man and a child. At first I thought it was a man or a child, but now I'm picking up a child. But I'm trying to see if it's the same one or a different child. No, I think it's the same kid. It's following us. Yeah, it's the same kid following us. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so we also went outside. Luis wanted to go outside and see what he picked up because he felt the land was more haunted than the house, and that's where a lot of the bad energy came from. So we did go outside, and we're going to wrap up with a couple minutes of Luis outside first, and then I bring in Mimi Watson, who is a medium that was with us as well, to get her thoughts really quick, and then we'll wrap up.
So you see, when I was saying, you remember when they were telling me behind the walls, body
Yes.
that's the wall, the basement wall leads all the way to here.
Oh, wow.
And this is the marks where he said they did that thing.
Yep, radon testing.
And yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I guess people thought that the bodies are behind the walls. No.
They're scattered back here. Now, are they soldier bodies or Indian, or what do you think?
I think they're soldiers.
Soldiers? Okay.
I think the Indians didn't get buried.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that would make sense, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, the Indians, I think they got cremated or something.
Yeah. Or just left for,
for
the vultures or whatever. Now, you mentioned when you first stepped out and you felt really on the land. Is there any part so we're behind the Conjuring house right now. It's actually very beautiful. A lot of stone walls. For a non-paranormal guy, I feel very much at ease out here. It's just beautiful, Yeah. Are you getting a lot of people trying to talk to you too, or where were you being called to out here?
All the way side over there.
Yeah.
There's more to this than just this house. All the way down, I'm seeing wars. I hear gunshots.
Oh.
I'm seeing images of people getting murdered. I would say slaughtered.
Yeah.
That's how I would pick it up.
Yeah.
I think soldiers slaughtering Indians.
So it's residual, right? So is that what we call residual energy, where it's that energy is still there? It's not necessarily ghost, but it's that energy and that event being kind of recaptured on autoplay.
So that's what I'm picking up from over there. But I'm also picking up some history here too. I'm sitting out here and there. When I look at the house, on that side, I'm seeing a woman hanging from her neck.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is she older, or how old is she?
Yeah, she's old. She's old. I would say
Is she hanging from a tree, or where's she hanging from?
The barn.
The barn. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what's that about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I'm picking up. And funny because I'm seeing some Indians. They're peekabooing. Hiding behind the trees and looking. Like, when you, like a boy playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
That's what
now, is that residual, or is that like watching us now?
No, that's watching us. Like,
interesting.
What we're doing.
Wow. Interesting.
Residual is if, like, for instance, the war, they keep shooting each
other.
Yeah. That's residual.
Yep.
They're noticing that we're here.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
Wow. Now, how do you feel emotionally when you step out here and you hear the residual energy of the war? Are you able to kind of like just monotone it out, or?
Yeah, I try not to get my feelings involved in that.
Yeah.
So I just monotone that because I'm just seeing like a vision of it.
Yep. Now I have to go to a different house, the S.K. Pierce house. You've been there, obviously, right? That third floor where that girl's in the corner. Did you pick that up?
Yeah, I was the one that picked that up.
Okay, the shaman when I was there did too. He was almost in tears. So he does demonic depossession, and we got to that room. He got some in the red room, but that room he had to leave because he was so emotionally overcome in that room.
I think the emotional part was the reason why she's in that corner, afraid.
Yeah.
I think that's the emotional part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, but you have to separate yourself from that, or else you will never,
Yep.
you know, really get the story.
And I think the story wasn't that kind of like a forced abortion or something like that with her, or what? Or she had a stillborn?
I think the story was, it wasn't forced abortion. It was, forced, but the baby was born natural.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, something happened that the baby was born dead.
Oh, okay. All right.
If I remember correctly.
Okay. And I remember him being in a corner, this woman being huddled in a corner crying, and he just was totally
baby.
Overcome for that. It's like,
Someone just walked, but I just seen a soldier walking.
Wow.
Yeah, that way. He walked that way.
How's it going over here?
Good.
I'm picking up on a lot of native Indians and a residual war going on. They're getting slaughtered. The Indians
residual energy from a war.
Yeah.
I think it was thought Revolutionary War. Times there was Battle of the Lands. Check, see if you hear anything on this after I ask the first question. It's going to be really loud when you put it to you. No. I got boom, boom. Do you hear that?
I thought that was...
That's not me.
Oh, I thought that was you.
That's not me, it's not me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is.
What you picked up on over there?
Eagle, hide yourself, tilling, and a woman with an apron, hiding something under her apron.
I don't know what it is.
Picking a boy.
Right after I said that.
She got the Native American hiding.
Oh, you did?
Remember the one that were?
He was just telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, they were curious.
Yeah.
They're curious of us.
Hiding down there.
Now, he found, when we were talking, he saw an old woman behind me after you guys left. Was it while we were talking?
While we
they
were
there?
talking.
Okay, yeah. Did you get that too? Or?
Well, I got a woman down here who was like an apron, and she had something hiding underneath her apron. She was out here walking in the path. There was people tilling.
Yeah. And what's the vibe you get, Mimi, from this place? What's your...
Well, I got Native Americans, I got war and shooting, but I don't know.
Did you pick up on the suicide thing much? Did you get that going on?
I got a lady hanging in a tree.
Yep. Okay.
I got her hanging in a barn.
I got a tree.
All right, Ken, tiebreaker. Where'd you get her hanging?
I don't know. I'm just hanging around.
Oh, there's more people that...
And just so our listeners know, that bad joke was by Ken Watson, who was with us on episode 10. So thank you for listening. We will follow up with episode 2 very shortly, where we share kind of Luis interviewing John Huntington, the caretaker, to see how his findings netted with what other people found. Check out the show notes, because we now have a Afraid of Nothing store where you can get some merch, and I will have some links where you can follow us on social. So until next time, stay scared.
You've been listening to the Afraid of Nothing podcast. Please subscribe and like us on Facebook. Until next time, stay scared.
Hey, you're still here? Great. Then why not listen to another episode? Visit AfraidOfNothingPodcast.com to peruse all the shows. That's AfraidOfNothingPodcast.com. And while you're there, click the coffee cup icon to buy me a coffee and leave a review. I'll give you a shout-out in an upcoming episode. And the world will know how swell you are.